So I had a pretty wild revelation today, and I'm just gonna start by saying, ever since I started making these videos, the spiritual warfare has been like popping off the charts. Like I'm gonna stop making these videos or something. I'm not. Anyway, don't really care. Gonna do it anyway. Gonna be bold in my faith. I've been called to be bold in my faith. You know, God made me this loud and bold for a reason. So this is it. This is I can assume at this point is what he has called me to do, is be loud and be bold because he made me that way. With that being said, I said something in the midst of this spiritual warfare on Sunday before church to my husband. I said, you know, I feel pretty forgotten. And that seems silly now, thinking back, clear-minded, because he didn't forget me. And let me explain how he did not forget me and how he showed me that, because boy did he. Boy did he work overtime to show me that. So there's a lot of backstory, so just hang in there. Just hang in there. It's a lot of explaining. Hear me out. So I love this Christian rapper named Mike Malagies. Check him out. If you love Christian rap and have a hard time really feeling it, I'm feeling it with him, okay? I'm feeling it. He has some heat. Go check his music out. Anywho, so he posts videos several times a day, you know, either doing prayer or reading from the word, just all different kinds of stuff that he touches on. I guess whatever God leads him to make videos on. And Monday rolls around and I get on my Facebook, and first thing on my news feed is Mike. He dropped a new video a couple minutes ago, and he said, God needed you to hear this today. Now, this ties into that, so pause in there. Also, as well as, and in addition to Mike, I have this app called Bible Chat, and it puts a personalized Bible verse on your screen every single day based off of whatever journey that you are in during that time. It gives you a devotional, it gives you a prayer. I also read my physical Bible on top of that as well, but it does help to hold me accountable when I do not get into my physical Bible, to at least read a verse per day. And it's been extremely helpful. So with that being said, I saw my verse for the day and then got on my Facebook. And sure enough, the thing that God apparently needed me to hear is Isaiah 40:31, which was the verse on my Bible Chat app. What a coincidence, right? I thought that was pretty crazy, but it didn't clock to me in the moment what exactly was going on. So Tuesday rolls around. Mike pops off with another video. He's reading Joshua 1:9. Now, let's just take a wild guess what Alicia's verse of the day was, because it was Joshua 1:9, okay? Now, both of those verses talk about strength. And specifically in Joshua 1:9, it talks about courage, which I so needed. I so needed that. But what I didn't realize when reading those verses, because it started to clock to me on the second one. I was like, okay, this is pretty crazy, but it didn't clock to me right away. Like, I was not getting it right away. It took me a few hours while I was cooking dinner and listening to a Mike song. That's when it hit me. The Holy Spirit just floated the idea up to me. Hey, he didn't forget about you. And he showed you that he didn't forget about you. Do you see? He worked overtime. And that's not all. Because he just wanted to, I guess, make me really know that he does love me. And he didn't forget about me, which I fully appreciate. So I also was thinking, it was probably last night, I should really study up. You know, it's like I need to know what I'm dealing with the next time a spiritual attack comes so I can pray against it rather than fighting with it for days at a time. Like, that would be the smart thing to do. And there's this other content creator that I follow. His name's Nelson Schumann. And, you know, by the way, this guy has a pretty decent following. He's like 54,000 followers. And he was the one that came to my mind because when I was learning about Jezebel, his videos really, really helped me understand what that is. With that being said, I had forgotten about all of those things that I thought about until he invites me to a private group. Me, which is nuts. And the first post that I see after being accepted into this group is a breakdown of all these demonic spirits, what they do to terrorize you when they attack you, and the resources to fight against it. Like, so I guess if you feel at all like God has been too silent, like you haven't heard from him, like he's forgotten about you, he didn't. He didn't. God's silence does not mean he's being unfaithful. David said, "For I was young, and now I am old, and I have never seen the righteous forsaken." And you won't, because he never has. Between our time and David's time, he still hasn't forsaken the righteous. So why would he start today? God bless, friends. I love you.